Lesson 2.5, Video 3. Our first step has now included the process of putting it into slope-intercept form, whereas before we had equations that were already set up. So now we have a little bit more work to do, but manageable work. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we will start by subtracting 3x from both sides, and we get negative y is less than negative 3x plus 4. There we go. Ugly 3, but now we have to divide by a negative to get y by itself. Here's where inequalities are unique again. If you ever solve for y and divide by a negative number to do so, the inequality switches direction. Only when it's negative though, and it does not impact when you add or subtract. It's only dividing by a negative that would cause you to switch your inequality symbol. Remember, of course, that both pieces are being divided by a negative 1, so both would have their signs changed to 3x and then minus 4. Now we have it in slope-intercept form. So this is what we're going to graph. So we plot our y-intercept. Our slope is 3 over 1, so up 3 over 1. We have to decide if it is a dotted line or solid line. There is no line underneath our inequality, so therefore it will be dotted. Now we have to decide shading, and will we shade up or down? The inequality is a greater than, so they're looking for y's on the y-axis that are greater than the line we drew, and greater than is up. Look at our next one. Solve that for y. Subtract 4x. And we get 3y is greater than or equal to negative 4x minus 3. We would divide both sides by 3. Now we're dividing by a positive number. Not change directions. Both are being divided by 3. So again, we have one fraction for the slope, and negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. We now have a y-intercept of negative 1. We have a slope of negative 4/3, so down 4, to the right 3. We have to decide if it's solid or dotted or solid. There is a line underneath the inequality right here, so we will choose solid. We have to decide what side to shade, so will we shade up or down? The inequality is greater than, so therefore we would shade above. And this ends lesson 2.5, video 3.